Welcome to another edition of Chaplain John with Chaplain John Sayers, featuring special reports and interviews with people doing kingdom ministry in Tulare County and beyond. And now, here's Chaplain John.
Hi, I'm actually recording this, my thought for the week, and it's on Thursday, which some of us are going to be worshiping at a Maundy Thursday service. Hope you can find that. And then Friday is Good Friday. Pastor Carl Schaefer and I even put on a Good Friday 15-minute message. That was kind of neat. That's going to be taped. But anyway, by the time you see this, and by the time I post it on Facebook, it'll be Saturday. But this is an Easter message that I'm going to be giving, and I want to invite you to join with me in this journey. Now, for early Christians, Easter was not a one-day event. It was a 50-day celebration. And no, I'm not going to put on a thought for the day for 50 days like I did through Lent. But on Sunday, I want to invite you to take me on a journey, because the 50 days really starts at his resurrection and it ends on Pentecost. Great events in the scriptures during that time of his resurrection through Pentecost. And that's what we're going to be dealing with. And I will give you the passage that we're going to be dealing with this next Sunday, second Sunday. In fact, but let me get into the passage right now. We're going to be mainly in the book of Gospel of John, but we'll skip over to Luke, and then we'll even skip into Acts too. But John chapter 20, verse 1 through 9, that's all I want to read is 1 through 9. And so on this Easter morning, that first Easter morning, let's read what happened in John chapter 20. Verses 1 through 9. And of course, I'm going to make a few of my comments. Got to do that, don't I? Okay, it says, early on the first day of the week, while it was still dark, Mary Magdalene went to the tomb and saw the stone had been removed from the entrance. Now, most of us know why she came early in the morning. The other Gospels will mention Mary and some of the other women came. Because when Jesus had died, on Friday, the Sabbath was about ready to begin. All they had really time for was to wrap him up and stick him in the tomb, not to prepare his body. So this is early that morning. The Sabbath is over. Early that morning, Mary's coming, and maybe some other women, to prepare the body. They were coming expecting the body to be in there. They were coming expecting Jesus to be dead. Boy, there's a message. Expecting Jesus to be dead. I think there are times in my life I wonder, God, where are you? Are you around? No, yeah, he is. Anyway, let's go on and read this. So she came running. Okay, she saw the stone had been removed from the entrance. So she came running to Simon Peter and the other disciple, the one who Jesus loved. Now, I got to stop here for a minute. You will hear more than once the one Jesus loved. In fact, a lot of people say, isn't John the one Jesus loved? Well, he loved everybody. I crack up when I read this because I don't believe in Matthew, Mark, or Luke you're going to ever hear John as referred to as the one Jesus loved. I don't think you're going to see that in the epistles, Paul or anything, the one who Jesus loved. Who's the author of the book? Well, it's always God, but it's John. And John's referring to himself to the one Jesus loved. I always chuckle about that. He loved them all. And I bet he gets a lot of kidding up in heaven about that. Well, we Johns are going to get a lot of kidding, and that's okay. That's all right. Anyway, here's the one Jesus loved. Mary said, they'd taken the Lord out of the tomb, and we don't know where they put him. So Peter and the other disciple, now that's another thing, other disciple, he's speaking in the third person, he's talking about himself. So Peter and the other disciple started for the tomb. Both were running, but the other disciple outran Peter and reached the tomb first. I got to stop here for a minute. The other disciple, John wants you to know, yeah, we're in a foot race, but I beat Peter. I beat Peter to the tomb. And it says he bent over, looked in the and saw the strips of linen lying there, but did not go in. Then Simon Peter, who was behind him, arrived and went into the tomb. You know, God bless Peter. There's a little bit of a Peter in all of us, and some of us quite a bit of Peter. There are times when Peter jumps, he's really right off. I mean, he does that a lot. And then there are times he jumps in and he's right on. This is one of the times he is right on. He doesn't stop to peek in. He goes into the tomb and sees that the body, sees the linen lying there, but he sees the body. There's nobody in it. You got to go into the tomb on Easter. If you've been to the cross, you know, and you see how he died for us, the agony, this Easter, go into the tomb and realize this with a smile on your face, rejoicing in your heart. There's nobody in there. He's risen. Yeah, he's risen indeed. You know, he is risen. So Peter goes in, and let me go on and read a little bit. So Simon Peter was behind him, arrived and went into the tomb. He saw the strips of linen lying there, as well as the burial cloth that had been wrapped around Jesus' head. The cloth was folded by itself, separate from the linen. I heard an interesting tradition that was in certain biblical times or maybe Eastern times. Let's say you're wealthy enough to have servants, and you're eating, and you have to get up, maybe go to the bathroom, but you're coming back. You wouldn't just wad the napkin up and throw it down. You folded it. That told the servant, "I'll be back." Get the message there. The linen cloth is folded. Jesus says, "I will be back." And we're going to see how he comes back. And he is coming back again today. Let me go on this. So finally, they reached it. Finally, the other disciple who had reached the tomb first went inside. And they saw and they believed, but they did not understand from Scripture that Jesus had to rise from the dead. Well, they saw and they believed. I don't think they believed that Jesus had risen. They believed Mary was telling the truth. They didn't believe Mary was telling the truth. That's why they ran. Okay, there's more to this, but I want to tell you, I want to encourage you to read the rest of, read John chapter 10 and read it down to 18. John chapter 1, verses 10 through 18. There's your assignment. Read that. Hey, get back with me. You can email me, or if you see this on Facebook, give me some of your thoughts. Give me some of your thoughts of what you're getting out of John chapter 1, 10 through 18. Join with me on the journey as we journey. Maybe we journey to Pentecost. This is Sunday 1, and there's 8 of them.